Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am so excited because I have the pleasure of doing a collaboration with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life from Daisy Scraps, with Dolly and with Jennifer, and it's just such an honor. They're all wonderful scrapbookers, and we got together and we decided on a theme. So we're going to do a layout once a month, and it's going to be called Everyday Inspiration. And the idea behind it is there's so many things in our towns or in our homes that can inspire us to create. So I actually got to go first, and I was shopping and there was this cute little vignette outside of a store, and I was like, that's beautiful. I could totally make a scrapbook page out of it. So I sent the picture to the girls and they liked it. So this is the first picture we're going to use. So I will put it up right before I get started with my process video. I am going to use my March kit that is primarily based on the Pink Fresh Studio BU collection, and I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I have this beautiful picture and it's going to inspire me. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this beautiful piece of pattern paper, and initially I actually thought I wanted to use it as a full background sheet, but with this inspiration I just felt like I needed to cut it up. So I don't make you watch me cut up the entire thing, but I cut up everything on the white line, and this is where I am going to play with the different patterns and different directions. Some of them are cut at angles, some of them are flat on one side, so I decided to alternate them and do a layout that is primarily center focused. So here I am, just kind of figuring out what size pieces I have, what pieces I can use. Some are not quite long enough, but I can extend them with another piece of pattern paper. So I have these two pictures, and I have them printed both in black and white and in color, of my kids and my grandpa. And that was Julie Ann, and I was kind of seeing what her thoughts were in regards to if I wanted to do it in color or black and white. And she chose black and white, so that's what I'm going to end up using. And then I decided that the background needed just a little bit. So hopefully I can actually remember where everything goes. I'm using these two mists. This one is a Tattered Angels, and I'm not sure what color it is, but it's kind of a pretty green. And basically I'm putting it in the center of the layout to kind of see if I like it before I completely commit to the color. That way I can compare it to the other pattern papers. And I'm just doing the packaging technique, and then decided I was gonna do a little bit of splattering, but it was more of like a dropping technique, which I did end up getting everywhere. And then I'm going to add this Heidi Swapp Color Shine in blush. And I'm just going to use that one for splatters. I'm not going to do the packaging technique on that at all. I like the idea of just the splatters. Now here I thought I'd turn the camera off to go heat dry it, but as you can see I didn't. So I thought I'd put the inspiration piece up and talk about it a little bit more. So for the center part of my background, I'm really focusing on that frame, and I like how there are strips of different colors. And then behind that, there's the barn door. And so I'm pulling that as well. I did think a little bit about pulling some of that blue color from that chair and change my mind. And I will pull in some kind of wreathy floral ideas from that hanging off the frame. And then I will also use the scripty font of the Blessed on the frame for my title. So that's kind of where the inspiration came from. I really love this series because sometimes you kind of get in a rut and you can only look at Pinterest so much, and you look at everybody else's stuff and it's beautiful and you just don't know what you want to do. But there are things that should inspire you everywhere, whether it's in your home or whether it's walking down the street, which is where this picture came from. But I mean, we all have items in our house that we absolutely love, like pillows, like throw pillows. We usually love them, that's why we buy them, and they a lot of the times have patterns or colors on them that we enjoy. So if you're kind of feeling like, okay, this maybe I just don't know where to start, walk around your house and just kind of see what you love at your house and pull from there. So back to the layout. I glued the center pieces down and then took it to my sewing machine and just sewed some straight lines down down with some gold thread. And here I am trying to put it back together, and as you can see, I didn't quite get it in the layout that I had originally picked out. I don't tend to take a picture of it. I do try to remember it, but in this particular case, I didn't get it exactly how it was before, but I do love the way it turned out. So it's just basically the pieces of color are a little bit in different spots. Now this collection is the BU collection, and I got in my Secret Not Secret kit for March, and I love it. So if you guys haven't heard about that, I will leave a link to that as well in the comments. And it is super fun. Christina does a great job at curating a kit exactly to your liking. And all I told her was, I like the new BU collection. So for that particular wreath look, I decided to use a doily. And that is in the back of my picture. And here I know I'm going to use this little journaling card from the ephemera pack to do my journaling on. And I wanted to slip it in the back. So basically you saw me lay it down kind of where I wanted to, and then applied the adhesive around it so that it fits right in. So here is some scripty font ephemera that says BU, and I'm kind of thinking at this point that that's going to be my title, but I do end up changing that. And so I had just kind of gone through all of the ephemera and picked out what I felt like I wanted to put down. So here I am just doing clusterings, and there is kind of 3 small clusters that does give you that triangle that I think that I do subconsciously. I don't actually purposely try to do a visual triangle, but I think it just kind of happens that way. So this is kind of how the gist of my layout is going to be. There are these beautiful fabric pieces, 2 banners. One says happy that goes on my picture, and one is just a banner that goes down there in the bottom left-hand corner. And I'm going to use this love for my title and a couple puffy stickers. So I encourage you to go through the links below and check out all of the other amazing girls. I have seen their layouts. They are beautiful, and I just want to thank you guys for joining me for this new series that we are doing with Christy and Daisy and Dolly and Jennifer. And here are some close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this process, and remember to check out the links below and watch the other girls' process videos because they are amazing. So remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you next time. Bye!